subscribers. It's your girl Stacy. Welcome back to the Simply Stacy YouTube channel. Thank you guys for subscribing. Any newcomers, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified each and every time I post a video. Today's video is all about self-improvement, growth, personal growth. So that's what we're talking about. We could be talking about professional growth, but now we're talking about personal growth. That is what this video is all about. So I'm going to give you some ideas and tips to help you on your personal growth journey to becoming your simply successful self and simply living intentionally on purpose. Some things that you want to do if you're not currently doing them is to think about what daily habits you can incorporate into your life that are good, that are positive, and that will help you to live a better life, okay? So if it's eating right and working out, those are habits. If you do those, they say if you do anything for 21 days, you can stick to it. And I'm a witness in some areas of my life that doing something for 21 days, oh, no brainer, I can keep doing it. But that whole eating right the entire time and not going back and forth, I'm not so sure about that. But I'm working. I'm a work in progress just like you are. And I'm working on some of these personal growth things myself. And I want to take you along on my journey. So please, while we're at it, we're getting to know each other. We're like family out here. So definitely, you and I can talk candidly about these things. So I definitely have some things that I am working on, such as eating right and exercise. There are times in my life where I have been super physically fit and I've been working out sometimes twice a day, eating right for like periods of time when I knew I had something to do. I had a vacation coming up. I needed to get in a bathing suit or a bikini. Listen, I can do it just like everybody else. But what it has not been quite yet is a complete lifestyle change. And so I'm working on that. And I don't know what it is you guys are working on. If you feel comfortable letting us know, go ahead and put that down below in the comments and we can talk about it. If you don't feel comfortable, that's fine too. You guys can hit me up on social medias in my inbox and let me know what that thing is. We can still discuss it there, but definitely set up some good daily habits, whether it's waking up with gratitude on the mind. Because a lot of times we'll find ourselves focusing on negativity. That's no way to live your life. So if you focus purposely on being positive and being optimistic and things that you're grateful for, then that is how your life will be. You will be forever grateful. You will be optimistic. You will be a joy to be around because no one wants to be around a person that complains all the time. From time to time, I will find myself falling into some of those categories and then I have to get it together or, you know, people will call me out. My sister called me out like, oh, you're being so negative. Or I'll talk to someone who is super negative and then it'll flip me back like, oh, I don't want people to think this about me. So let me get back on this good train and start thinking positivity all the time. So yes, that's definitely one. Okay, another thing that you guys can do for your personal growth and to make your life just run way more smooth is to get ready for things or prepare for things the night before instead of waiting into the morning of, okay? Listen, I know about procrastination. I procrastinate with the best of them, but I do know that if you prepare the night before, you'll be way more prepared in the morning instead of it being rushed or you missing something, leaving something out. Say, for instance, that's why a lot of us are always late for work. Me included. I'm not always late, but there are times when I am late. And guess what? That all comes down to me not preparing the night before. So if I need to make lunch, if I needed to take the trash out before tomorrow morning, if I needed to lay my clothes out before quarantine, pre-quarantine, pre-COVID-19, I would get my clothes ready on Sundays, every Sunday for the week. So I would have 6 or 7 to 10 outfits just hanging up that I could pick and go. So some people are like, I don't know what I want to wear tomorrow, which I get that. However, I also get that I would have options so that if I didn't feel like wearing that, I could switch it up. I have not been doing that, but I haven't had to go anywhere either. So I'm not late for work anymore. But that's just an example of how preparing the night before can make things run smoother. I had to be at work at 6:30 in the morning, and I had to leave my house by 6 a.m. to get there on time and get to my office on time. So with that being said, I needed to already prepare lunch and make lunch. It needs to be in the freezer. Whatever I was having for breakfast, I really wasn't getting up early enough to do that. So I needed to have my smoothies in the freezer that I could take out and have with me on my way to work. I might make tea, but then I ended up buying a tea kettle, putting it in my office so I didn't have to do that step in the morning. But yeah, there are things that you can do the night before preparing that will help things go a lot smoother the day of. The next thing is you want to develop what is a consistent morning routine. So we all have our morning routines. I get up, I have my cup of tea. Since we're in quarantine, let's talk about that. So there was a time when I would roll over and start working in bed. But I was like, okay, this has gone on for far too long. So I get up, I get dressed, I come downstairs, turn on my fireplace, light a nice candle. I get my tea set up, start checking my morning emails. And then, you know, when I have a meeting, I find out what meeting. I go to my planner. My day designer planner is what I use for work. And I'll write down my appointments for the day, any task I need to do, my to-do list, and all that stuff. So that is basically my morning routine. And it is super consistent. I don't stray from it too often. There may be times where I stray from it. But if you have a consistent one, you have it down pat, it's just going to make everything a lot simpler. Okay, the next thing is you got to kind of learn to be a morning person. Now, the early bird gets the worm. People say that all the time, and it's true. My body wakes up on a clock, like clockwork, whether I have an alarm set or not. So I get up typically around 5 a.m. every single morning. And on the weekends when I call myself sleeping in, my body will wake up around 7 a.m. at the latest. And sometimes I'm just like, I just want to rest or relax on my day off. So I'll lay there for a little bit, but I'm up and I'm thinking about what I'm doing for the next day. I'm thinking about what I'm doing for my business. Even if it's not a work day and it's the weekend, I'm getting up. If I decided I was going to do laundry today, I'm getting up and doing that. If I was going to wash my hair, I'm getting up and doing that. So just being a morning person can just make your life also just a tad bit better sometimes, because you're not off your game. You're not wasting time when you could be doing something. And then the day doesn't get away from you where now it's too late to do it, or it's running into other scheduled events because you didn't start until too late in the day. So sometimes becoming a morning person could also help for your life to become just a little bit better and for your personal growth overall. I know when you're in college and you're in school, you may not have morning classes. You may have set that up for a reason. I know I did. There were some that I have 8 a.m. classes, but when you get to the real world or the working world and you're not working for yourself, then you probably have to get there at a certain time. You need to make sure that you're on time. And you want to make sure that everything that you had to do before you got there is done, so that's not distracting you from actually doing your job. And even as an entrepreneur, you don't want to wait till the last minute to get stuff done. You want to get that stuff done and out the way so you can spend time with your family, because it's lonely working long hours and your family misses you when you're not there. So if you became a morning person, perhaps you can get done earlier in the day and it wouldn't draw into like dinner hour and well into the night. Okay, another thing for your personal growth is self-care. You have to practice self-care, whether it be mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You have to take care of yourself, because a lot of times in our lives we take care of other people and we leave ourselves off of that. But you cannot be your best self if you're drained, if your cup is empty. You can't pour into others. So you definitely want to make sure that you schedule some self-care time for yourself in your routines. Maybe not in the morning, it could be in the evening. You can take a long luxurious bath. You can light candles. You can read for pleasure. You could do any of those things. We can talk about that in another YouTube video. I can give you guys some of my self-care rituals, and we can talk about different types of self-care on this channel, because that's all a part of you securing your success. You have to practice self-care and take care of yourself. That's going to aid in your personal growth, and it'll help change your life. If you've been neglecting that and you change and you start to do self-care and practice it, I want you guys to let me know what the difference looks like. In the comments below, let me know, do you have a dedicated self-care day? I know you'll see the hashtag self-care Saturday, self-care Sunday. I definitely, since quarantine has started and since COVID-19 pandemic has come about, I've dedicated my weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, to self-care. Regardless if I'm at home the entire week, I still practice self-care on Saturdays and Sundays. And if you don't have 2 days, definitely get you a day or some hours. You guys have a family and you guys are all in the same space. Take a couple of hours where you can just practice self-care for yourself. Another thing that you can do to help you get your life on track is either read self-help books, self-improvement books, listen to podcasts that are motivational and inspirational with topics that you like to hear about, listen to, that are filled with positivity. Maybe manifestation is a running thread in those videos, or audios or audibles, books that you can listen to if you don't have time to sit there and physically read a book. And also podcasts. I love listening to podcasts. And another thing is YouTube videos. I will get up in the morning, getting ready for work, and have a YouTube video going on my screen, just listening. It's not distracting me because I'm still doing everything that I need to do. I'm still doing my morning routine. However, I'm listening to something as well. The next 2 things, we're going to talk about 2 more things. And so the first one is positive affirmations. So affirmations are really cool. They don't have to be done in the morning, but I think they should be done in the morning so they can get you on the right track for your day. So it's what you affirm for your life. What are you speaking over your life? If you guys are into the Bible, if you guys are Christians and you've read the Bible, basically your words have power, and you can speak life, you can speak death, you can curse just with what you say. So try to practice speaking positive things over your life. So that's affirming. I affirm that I am going to be wealthy. I affirm that I am in a healthy marriage, in a healthy relationship. I affirm that my kids will be successful. Whatever it is that you have over your life, whatever those goals are you put on your vision board, whatever you're trying to manifest and dream up, definitely affirm those things on a daily basis. I am capable. I am lovable. Whatever it is you're having issues with, definitely affirm those things on a regular basis. It will help with your personal growth. I know it sounds so cliche and so corny, but it definitely will stick. The more you say it, the more you hear it. You need to say it out loud. The more you see it written down. My friend, Dr. Michelle Haywood, she's a psychologist. She uses Post-it notes, kind of like Being Mary Jane. I talk about it in the book, Secure Success. Being Mary Jane, if you've ever seen that TV show, she put Post-it notes everywhere. And so if that's what works for you, you see it multiple times, you hear it because you're saying it out loud, you're repeating it, you will believe it. You'll put that in the universe, and those things, those good, positive things will come to you. So definitely do that. And then last but not least, you need to get better sleeping habits. I used to have great sleeping habits. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb at 10 p.m. I will go to bed, turn off the TV, turn off the lights, and go to sleep. Why? Because I had to get up at 5 a.m. for work to be there on time at 6:30. Now, all of that's still kind of the same. I still have to get up to be at work at 6:30, but my work is here. I come from upstairs and I come downstairs to the couch that I am sitting on right now, and I pull out my laptop and I'm working here. So needless to say, my sleep patterns have been all over the place. Literally, I will be up all night. I won't go to sleep. I'll keep watching TV. I'm binge watching Netflix. And then I'll have to get up and start working. And so I have not been doing well with that at all. But I'll take a nap as soon as work is over and, you know, do it all over again the next day. So I personally need to work on that. Let me know, did your sleep patterns change when you start working from home? How many of you guys are still working from home? It's February the 14th right now. Happy Valentine's Day. I know by the time you guys see this, it will no longer be Valentine's Day. But yeah, I personally have been here almost a year, and my sleep patterns are all over the place. So I need to get that better, because when you're well rested, you're less irritable, you're more focused, you know, all of that good stuff that helps you to make your life better and to also aid in your personal growth. Getting your sleep habits together. So I hope that you guys take something from this video. I hope that whether or not you were doing some of those things, that either you add to it, you make more of an effort to be consistent in doing those things, and that your personal growth leads you to a better life, more organized life, more efficient life, more successful life, because that's all this is all about. It's how you can be the best you that you can be on a daily basis. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos. Share the knowledge, share the wealth. Anyone you think can benefit from this, definitely tell them about the Simply Stacey YouTube channel, where we talk all things entrepreneurship, business, personal finance, success, personal growth, self-improvement, also lifestyle, travel, and fashion, of course. But mostly anything that can help you simply live your best life on purpose. So until next time.